They only did well with this stuff when I was right there with them. Unfortunately, even though they're only 2 years apart, they were doing very different things at very different times, and I cannot be in two places at once. When my daughter would get done early, she would come help one of the boys so we could kind of tag team it, which was awesome, but she wasn't always able to do it because her day was just filled with live class, live class, live class, live class, live class. So unless a class actually let out early or was canceled for the day, she couldn't do that. If the boys went late trying to figure this out, then she could help at the end. But it wasn't a great system, and most days we would get up in the morning, start school, like grab a bite to eat, start school. We'd had lunch in the middle. We all had lunch together, which that was nice, and then right back to school, and I would get both boys done with school at dinner time. So this is why I have not been posting. This is why. Because most days goes till dinner, make dinner, get dinner put away, wash dishes. Some days, other people would cook, and that would be awesome. But then it was like, okay, well, since I'm not making dinner tonight, then, okay, Jeremy, let's get you caught up on some of these old quizzes that you needed to redo. Because you did get a couple chances to redo quizzes. So it's like, okay, Mommy's got some time because I'm not making dinner. Let's redo a quiz. Oh, very excited for that, right? I also had the boys in different rooms because they share a bedroom at night, and they've always been close because they're only 2 years apart. And they play together, but they always had that time separate from each other during the day. When we started out, I had them together so that I could help both of them. But they needed a break from each other, and they weren't getting it, so they were fighting too much, and I couldn't get them to concentrate on school at all, either one of them. So I had to separate them into different rooms, which made it easier for the older boy to not do all the practice stuff he was supposed to do. So it was a struggle. It took a lot of my time. More time than I thought, because I wasn't expecting me to have to teach almost everything to Alex. I expected to need to help him, but I was expecting more interactiveness with like videos or games or things like that for Alex, which when there was those, he did really well in them. And because he did really well with like the interactives, like, which prefix goes with this word, and then, you got to drag the right one up, and you've got several choices, and it's like a little game, and you get a little video thing. He did really well with those parts. And because of that, I think that there should be, for the school, I think there should be more of that for the second grade. With the fourth grade work, there was a lot more, okay, go read this chapter. Now we get like a little video, and here's some vocab words. Don't forget to write your spelling words. Yeah, you never did that. And yeah, there was a lot more writing. He didn't have the fun interactive video thing. So when do they do that? If it's already mostly past that by fourth grade, and you barely have it in second, do they only do that for the kindergartners? Because that doesn't make much sense. Or is he just missing it out on it this year in 3rd grade? Because we're not doing that again this year. But, so the reason why it didn't work for our family, for the boys, was it was too much work to try and help them both because they both needed too much help. And if I helped one, the other one would fall behind. And I'd help that one, and then the first one would fall behind. And I'm only one person. Now, if you have an older child, like my daughter, or independent, attentive children, that's different. Both of my boys are antsy and do not like to sit still. They like to physically do things. So when it comes to like art time or science time, they're all in. When it comes to listen to the teacher talk for an hour, yeah, not so much. Hey, my hubby's home from work early. That's awesome. So, I think they might have done better if they were older, but they don't like that strict sitting at a desk for hours on end. And at first they were doing really good. They were troopers about it. But as it went on, they just hated it more and more. So for this year, I am actually homeschooling them. Hi, sweetie. And I will do another video on the homeschooling curriculum that we've chosen and how we're setting that up. But I did not want another year of this because not only was it frustrating them, it was frustrating me. And I looked for something that could be better, which I will talk about in the next video for this new playlist, which probably won't be the next video to come out, but there's a few things I am working on right now. I felt so much more free being away from the online school stuff, which also went later in the year. They started before the local city schools did, about a week before, and they finished like 2 weeks after. Why? Why did you go so long? I just wanted to be, like all of us, we just wanted to be done with it. I didn't want to pull them out early. I just wanted to get that done and move on to the next thing that we're trying. Actual homeschool. But I also got the confidence after teaching Alex most of the stuff that he had learned. I got a lot more confidence in being able to teach the boys. Whereas before, I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself to teach them everything they needed. Or patience. But people keep telling me I'm the most patient person in the world. Or at least the one they know. I don't feel that way. I really don't. But people keep telling me that. We'll see. So far. So I don't think I have anything else to say about the online school. It works for some. My daughter is actually doing online school again this year. But with a different one because of a certain class. She also wanted less live classes. She didn't like the just constant online class. Live class, live class, live class, live class. This is every day her schedule. Live class from 8 a.m. till 2:15. Live classes. And most of them would be like talking for a little bit, and then it was basically just quiet time while you go do your lesson. So it didn't really allow her to move ahead like she wanted to, because she always felt stuck, either because of that or because they literally didn't load the next lessons until everybody was doing it. They say move at your own pace, but she couldn't. I could with Alex because I literally clicked through everything. Jeremy could have moved faster on the main website stuff from the school, but when they started adding the other things, you know, that was, oh, hey, this is loaded up for you to go do now. You couldn't move ahead with that. So yeah, not so much with the moving at your own pace on that school. So, but she also wanted to learn Latin. I can't teach Latin because I don't know Latin. I don't know anyone that knows Latin. But one of the other public online schools for Ohio actually does teach Latin. So we signed her up for there, and she starts in 2 weeks. Hopefully she'll like it. We shall see. They are less into the live classes. They have them, but you know, you meet once or twice a week as opposed to every single day. So we'll see how she likes it, and we'll go from there. The boys are not doing that this year, but we'll talk about that in a different video. So for all of those who stuck around this far, thanks you. I need more coffee. For those who stuck around this far, you get the bloopers. Because I'm not cutting that out. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I helped maybe some of you make a decision on whether you should do online schooling or not. And if not, I hope you were entertained by watching me stumble over my own words while I drink coffee. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks. And shalom.